Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 26, 2025. This is for Gemini, last shuffle for Gemini. Let's see what's going on. So Gemini, what we have here is we have new beginnings and then we have a discovery. So some of you are now figuring some things out. This is like I'm figuring some stuff out. Um, I'm starting, you may feel like it's just best to start over in something. Something has gone to, I'm hearing End of the Road by Boys to Men, that it's really important that you really focus on yourself. Very important that you focus on yourself. It's important that you do, because there is especially if you're in a romantic connection, however connected you are with this person, you gotta, it's time to really start talking to this person about who you are, where you are, and also this is like a chance to really live a different way, to have a different kind of relationship. Um, but also too, in general, it's time for you to live differently. You may have been living a certain way for a long time, right? Like you get to reinvent something here. You do. You have the Knight of Swords over the whole reading. The Knight of Swords is about ambition, telling your truth, speaking your truth, living your truth, defending your truth, standing in your power, as one would say, but standing in it, saying, "This is who I am, and this is what I do, and this is what I like, and that's just it," right? But the new beginnings is the Sun, Six of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Someone, or some of you may be concerned about embarking on a new beginning. Will I be successful? Because the new beginning is a stark contrast from the old life you were living, or whatever it was. However this goes, it could be you're embarking on a new beginning in your relationship or career. You may be leaving one career to go to another, because I am seeing work. I also am seeing something that makes you happy. You're moving on to something that makes you happier than whatever it was. Like something that makes you happy, or someone that makes you happy, is not really helping you anymore. You know how, like, chocolate makes me happy but I'm allergic, kind of vibe. Not to say it's not that, that shallow, but it's something here where it's like, you know what, I gotta let something go, even health wise. I gotta stop, doing sugar. I'm diabetic now, I found out, kind of vibe. There's something that would make you happy, but you got to let it go. It's causing a lot of problems, causing a lot of stress. It is a sad thing too. It looks like it's sad. Like if, especially if this is like a job or people, it's time for you to get to know, really get to know yourself where you are right now, because I'm seeing in relationships now, getting to know the other person a little bit more. They're getting to know you. And I'm also seeing a lot of healing, that it's important, especially if you have a conflict with some people. They want you to imagine yourself and the people that you love surrounded by light, or the people involved surrounded by healing light, and feeling those relationships being healed. It's important because you need to be freed of their energy. And because, yeah, I'm seeing that. You're needing to be grounded. And by grounded, that means that you are very confident about where you are in your space. You need to be persistent about that too, right? Being grounded is just being like, nothing can move me, nothing can shake me. I'm staring at that light, period. I always used to wonder what that meant. People, yeah, stay grounded. And I'm like, what does that mean? I'm a very literal person. So grounded, of course, my dad was an electrician. He's an electrical engineer. And so I would be, he taught me all the, like, how to everything. Okay. From the time I could really do anything, he's like, so come on in here. We're going to talk about this. And I'd be like, come on, I want to write. I thought I was going to be an author. But, um, grounded, of course, would mean that, that you can't be electrocuted like there's no threat of risk. And also too, that the current is able to flow. But I mean, of course, it means that there's a deeper meaning to it. I'm just throwing that out there because I'm thinking off the cuff here. But they're telling you to be in that space of understanding who you are, what you want, and that you have a focus. Okay, the discovery, though, the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, is discovering how to move on. And some of the moving on is going to be contrary to what you were dealing with, of course, right? Some of you may have been concerned, worried, hurt by some things that were said or done. And so you may discover, or you need to be focusing on how to move forward. I'm seeing angel number 333. And that angel number is a sign that it's time to focus on you. It's time to focus inward. Breaks down to a singular 9. But so life path 9, it may be very important, as this may be very prominent for you. But it's time to work on skills, which with the Eight of Pentacles, when this comes out. And use your imagination, not for stress or worry with the Nine of Swords. You got it. There's an inner artist within you. And I mean, some of you may be writers. Some of you may be very imaginative, very, like an artist. You may be a sketch artist. You may be there's many different things. Okay. You've got to do something artistic, creative to boost your self-confidence and your sense of competence. There's something about this connecting you to a community that like I'm seeing a mural for some of you too. Perhaps you're doing this in your room, I'm going to turn my wall into this space. But this universe supports you in every single way. So they want you to focus on yourself so that you are supported in that energy, healing. Okay. So we have family energy here. King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may be or may feel stuck with your family. Like I'm trapped. I'm stuck. For some of you, I'm seeing that for someone. But I'm also seeing that, and also on another note, for some of you, there may be a family member that's incarcerated, and this may be stressing you out, worrying you. But I'm also seeing that these are people that do well when they focus on themselves. You may come from people that were perpetually loner or single, and they always took care of themselves first. So I'm seeing that as well, and that it's important that you adopt some of that energy for yourself at this point. In the near future, things are going to blow. What is it? They want you to focus on yourself because in the near future, something's going to come to light with the sun. They're saying in the near future in this. They're not giving a time, but it's in the near future. But for now, dream your world into being. What is the ideal world for you? As far as happiness, healing, right? What is the ideal aspect? Great gratitude, death, and Ten of Pentacles. There's a great gratitude for later on, right? In the near future, you're going to be grateful to this Gemini of today. You're going to be like, Gemini, I'm grateful for March 26th. You focused on you, and now we have a new beginning. And this new beginning, it seems as though you're going to be grateful that something that was mainstay ends. Like there may be have been a mainstay thing where you've been doing this for a long time. So I'm seeing like a long road ahead where you have been traveling miles on foot in this energy. And then now it's like you look back and you're just glad that that's done. And you're focused on yourself now. It may have been some kind of legacy. You probably felt like this was going to be it. When I grow up and I have these, I have my children, we're all going to be doing this together. Or, when I get here, I'm going to have this great work history, or I'm going to have this, and it's like that's over. And so you're going to be glad in it. They're showing you being glad, happy. They're wanting you to do like a self blessing. So it's like sage and lavender, and you tie it up. I mean, of course you can use muslin, but cheesecloth, and breathe the aroma deeply, like 3 times. And then from the top of your head, from your crown chakra down to your feet, through all your chakras, you touch each of the sacred chakras. and you say, you know, gone are the sorrows, illness, and woe. Here wisdom and health begin to flow. My heart is whole. Joy fills my soul. Blessed, you know, blessings to me, blessed be, so mote it be, so shall it be, so be it, whatever. You could say that, you can mix and match whatever the heck you want to say, but just the gist of it is that whatever the situation is, they're showing it rendering one vulnerable or fragile, and it's really time to heal this and to be grounded in who you are. So yeah, that's what we've got here. Silver may be important. Incorporate silver, the color or the metal. Right? And your 12th house is important. Your 12th house expresses something about escape. To use that as a way to visualize, because they want you to dream it or to visualize where you would be in your life. And remember that the universe supports you in every way. So be very cautious about where you're directing the universe. You know, you could be dealing with Scorpio, Leo. Those are the main signs. I'm seeing another Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Libra Scorpio cusp. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.